Yeah,
If he
yeah, I
gets a
see what you
kill
mean.
on like the Olaf, for example, or the Sedge, it just again, this is just the wonders of Viego, where you get a reset and suddenly your champ's a bit broken.
Yeah, I mean
Or,
that's the inevitable with Viego. No matter the state he's in, he's always gonna have that little level of threat because of the way it's just a crazy design. So it's a 2021 plus or later champ. So it's always gonna have things like that. But regardless, we will go into game now.
I'm not. But that is actually an AD cog in the mid lane,
Aha!
which is something to note with the lethal tempo taken here. We're just going to see standard 5 points from each team. I mean, it is also just going to be a completely cringe Ash build here because we can already see the comet. So
30 seconds until minions
I
spawn.
need 1 second. I am very sorry, but hold on, just 1 minute. We're not missing anything, don't worry. It's an absolute disaster, but
oh, I see. They can't actually see what's going on. Understandable.
yeah, no, I can see, but nothing's happening. We don't need to worry. Um, just having a problem with something.
Minions have spawned.
Sorry about this. Jesus Christ. Okay, crisis averted. I'm sorry. Okay, we go. But Sejuani Olaf, both invading topside, straight under Mark's nose. And he has absolutely no idea. But they're gonna start on his red buff. And Viego gonna start on his blue buff as normal. Pathing into his side on top, which is interesting. Unless he does one of those funky 3 camps straight into bolt.
I mean, I think the plan is to just find the buff, but they are going to get spotted out by that ward there. Yep, they're going to immediately go in. It's just going to end up being a vertical jungle here, which is less favourable here for the side of PCS as well. As of right now, we are in this bot lane focused meta. Interesting to see taunt start here, which yeah, it's not really going to be a very positive trade.
Yeah, I think it's more for the just against the poke pretty more than anything. The Ashe, Yusuf on this Ashe, going for the Comet build instead of the typical lethal tempo you'd see on Ashe ADC.
Yeah,
He's gonna go with the poke build.
yeah, he's just going to be pressing W all game. Like,
Yeah.
I guess they saw cringe mage, match it with cringe AD mage.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think I think there'll be a little bit of fighting around mid lane hopefully at some point. I don't really see. I think it's quite difficult for the other lanes to try and fight. Like the Olaf, maybe, but I think you can find it a little bit difficult. But right as I say that, just like jumping straight onto the Kog'Maw mid lane. Vin's taking a massive chunk of his HP. 2 minutes into this game, he'll be able to get a little bit in return, but
Yeah, this is one of the things that I worry about when you're playing Kog'Maw into Tristana is your early trades cannot match up whatsoever to Tristana when she just decides to curb stomp you, as it's happening right now. But that's a huge minion wave,
and the jump
and
is
it's
enough, and the triumphant flash away to survive as well. Vin's the first to fall, first blood for Arins. And I think this Kog'Maw is always going to struggle.
think I really just cursed that one into existence right there, didn't I? I was talking about worrying about how the trades would go, and it's immediately we. Oh, yeah, we do see the bot lane gank being set up here. February hasn't been spotted out yet.
I don't know about this.
But I don't know if they're going to be able to find anything.
Wow, the PCS bot lane are really struggling against the amount of poke.
I mean, I feel like this is one of the inherent issues you're going to have when, like, Ashe can outrange Orianna, and then you've got a Galio just sat next to it. Especially with Lulu also being a very oppressive poke champion, they are going to really struggle in this early game.
Lulu, I think you need to play something ranged into it. It's so easy to force melee supports out of lane. Are those buffs out for the melee? They are, right? The melee super items? Yeah, they are. Okay. So it's not as strong as it might have been last patch, but it's still definitely up there. Vin's looking for the Roman to try and dive the spot lane with the Cogmaw. They're in a lot of trouble here. The exhaust is thread. They're both going to flash through. But Lulu is just about not going to get away. But it's 2 kills for 1. Cogmaw and Ashe both surviving. It's definitely worth for ICM.
I mean, it ends up being a 1-for-1, not 2-for-1.
Oh yeah, no, Galio survived, yeah. But Ori also loses the waves, so I think you probably would have liked that kill to be on Vin's, I think. But you know, beggars can't be choosers necessarily. I mean, it's good regardless.
I mean, the thing that's worrying for Vin's here is he's already at like an 8 or 16 CS deficit over Ren's here, so him not getting that kill on their own is honestly pretty bad for him. And I wouldn't say W spam Ashe is going to provide enough damage against this team, which can just essentially build full armor right now.
Yeah, because the I know she usually builds like the mandate and stuff, but she's still an AD champ. Like that W still does AD damage.
I mean, I'm expecting, having played with Yusuf doing this build before, we'll probably see the Ravenous Hydra first item, just for that immense wave clear, AoE damage.
I played with him a bit on it recently, Did lose that game, unfortunately. Which is really sad, but what can you do?
It's like, even though Frostmoth got caught out and killed at that thing, he's still equal CS, and every other lane has higher CS, because we're already seeing a 1k gold lead in the favour of PTS 6 minutes into a game, into what, when they only have 1 more kill is a bit scary, but
this Olaf damage doesn't jump so quickly. It doesn't feel like he's doing a lot of damage until it does.
with the prio that they gain just by being back to lane first, Tristana being able to perma-shove, it's just, free Drake prio for this level 1 Drake. And they're even looking for like the invade here into February's jungle.
Lifetime's up in a little bit of trouble here. I'm gonna take away that blue buff. It's not the most useful on Sejuani, but taking it away, that golden XP as well, is definitely just anything to knock Fed back a little bit. I think is good regardless. I think he's going for
that is definitely a new sliver, so it's going to be some sort of crit. I'd assume it to be the Kraken Slayer, but
most definitely.
It is interesting, so we are going to actually, as I said, see those crit buffs coming to effect for this game. They're just hitting each other.
it's such a I don't know, man. But big CS leads all over the map except bot lane for PCS. God, this standard trading power with the press the attack and everything. Half of your HP just gone like that. But Fed looking to make a play for Rift Herald potentially. Fed is in his jungle. And
so it looks like they are going to see each other here, but I don't think much will happen. We do see Cargilly, they're just going to four-man this Herald by the looks of things.
Yeah, I mean, Feb is there, he's on the other side of it, but I think he's just going to leave it. He's going to go back to his top side.
So they know full well that they're doing it, they just don't have any prior whatsoever to even have a chance to contest it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see Harvey trying to get in these waves a little bit quicker to keep as much prior as you can. But this Cogmaw damage, it's gonna start ramping up at some point. Obviously, once you get a lot of points into the W, it really starts doing damage. But the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, very close. I don't know if he would have had the damage to finish him off, but always need to be aware of those things flying across the map. But yeah, huge advantages in top lane and mid lane. Maybe, I think both lanes do get outscaled, but still, an advantage this big at 9 minutes and trying to get that last auto attack in, but Ben's just going to use this to back, and Galio is here. Maybe could have looked for something if the Galio wasn't there, but nothing really going on. Herald going to go down in mid.
Yeah, it's just going to be, again, funneling more gold into the hands of Arins here. up.
Oh, so the does come out, and Kogomon's absolutely 1 HP on the back of this tower. One more auto attack. He hits the Viego by accident, but he is going to fall in the end. But Mark is here with that unstoppable onslaught, and Lulu's going to fall to the bot lane as well. The wild growth does come out to save him. Ash, just a little bit more damage on this Orianna. She does have to flash away. Things happening on all parts of the map. No one's going to die in bot lane, but I think we need to take in a little what happened there. But the flash straight in from Cargilly, and Amari finding himself in a lot of trouble. Lulu's going to try and trade 1 kill back, but he's not going to be able to. I am not able to cast anymore, but she did trade 1 kill back in the end. She did. Okay. So a 2 for 1. But Jensen dead again. And we're gonna, a few things to unpack there. I lost the ability to speak at some point, but yeah, they were trying to dive mid.
First, yeah, we had Herald dropped,
yeah. A dive mid.
Bowler being thrown out to try and get the dive mid. They managed to find the kill, but what feels like a single auto attack that should have been aimed onto Vind instead ends up landing stray, finding February instead, means that Arins can't get the jump out, which he ends up dying, along with the was it Unstoppable Onslaught? Is that what Cynought's called?
Yeah, it's Unstoppable Onslaught, yeah.
Just in order to catch out Bedumu trying to escape the dive as well. It ends up being a 2 for 1.
The arrow just going wide again. I hate that ability.
Those arrows are just so close but so far this game.
Oh, he's going to try and dive in, but Fed is here to try and save his mid laner. The Buster Shot is going to come out. It's going to be enough. He's going to dive straight over the wall into Raptors. Diego might have enough damage to finish this off. Lulu is here to try and help, but
so that Raptor...
That's not bad. It doesn't land, but the Bola misses as well, and Diego for 14 picks up the kill. Wow, that Tristana's damage.
So the one thing I was worrying about this game...
The Olaf ult is going to come out, but Mark forced to flash away. Things are just... It's just constant fighting now. The game is blown wide open after that Herald.
Yeah, the one thing that I was worried about was going to be this Viego getting online, but he is 3 for 0 right now. He has the Kraken Slayer.
Yeah, he is. He's been a... I haven't noticed him doing... I haven't really picked up on how much he was doing until now.
Well, I mean, he picked up...
Mark is going to be able to return the kill! The zombie Scion makes it an even trade.
God, we're 12 minutes into the game and there's been 13 kills. Are we watching solo queue here?
Yeah. I mean, I knew this game would be good, but wow. No armor at all, except for the Galio, surprisingly, for PCS. But steel caps for Vins in mid lane. That'll help a little bit with the damage from the... Or no, it was no, they're the ones with the... Yeah, no, okay, no, ignore that. They're the ones with full AD. But yeah, straight away with the steel caps. The early Bramble and steel caps as well for Mark. He is going to be absolutely unkillable at some point in this game. But wow, it's all over the place. I think this Viego is carrying most of the team's resources at the minute. He's the second strongest person in this game, at least by gold. Arins is just a little bit ahead of him, but speaking of which, he's going to look for Arins. The mist is going to come out. He does have that flash available. The stun does land, but Shot's going to be able to jump away. The Heartbreaker, not enough. He's going to be able to just walk away. But the Olaf ult is going to come out. You can't stop him, but you can't stop that Scion either. Both top laners just pretty much just running at each other permanently, and then one of them giving up halfway through the fights. The Scion, he's going to start picking up. He's going to get really, really strong, especially with the lack of AP damage for ICM. Fed is here to try and look for something. They can't see him. So, could be able to look for something. This Ori is obviously really, really immobile. But Vins finds himself in a world of hurt once again. They're all here. The 3-man dive, and it's not going to be traded back. The Triumph is enough to keep him alive. Vins is having an absolute nightmare in this mid lane.
So this is, like, Cogmore mid, it feels like, at least when you're doing this AD build, you can really abuse. Oh, we do see the all-in.
The flash taunt coming in as well. Yusuf is not the one in trouble. The wild growth might be enough to get Lulu out. The heal as well, because Ori just does not have the DPS to finish this off. I don't know. Like I don't know about how I feel about pairing the some like the really short range typical engage Galio with the Ori. It just doesn't feel like they can really finish off these all-ins. It's happened a couple of times now.
Just these bot lane fights just feel like wet noodle fights with
Yeah, exactly.
W spam Ash.
Rinz is here to try and punish this back, but there's no that damage from Ori. Wow, and the jump coming straight in from Harvey, and he's not gonna be able to find the second. I think did get that reset, but Joe gonna be able to walk away with his life. Could be another fight going on here in top lane. Mark finds Bedouin caught out in the brush. The Black Mist is here, but so is the Olaf. Are they gonna? Both teams gonna try and take this fight? They're both gonna walk away from it. I must apologize. Away. I'm having an absolute nightmare at the minute. I don't know what's going on. But
they don't want to do anything other than just fight each other.
They're going for the Krugs. But they're gonna try to take the fight the second time round. There's not gonna be any damage to the Sejuani. The boulder comes out. Viego gets away on 1 HP, but Sion is here. Does not have the ult available. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes in. It hits Bedomu. He's gonna be caught out. The kill is going to be returned. Viego's going to get a reset here. And it's enough damage to eventually finish off Bed and Junna as well. And it's 2 for 1.
So that is the first arrow we've seen land this game. And that was
it's
one hell of an impactful arrow.
I'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9. Because if you go 0 for 9, that means you stop trying. It means you stop shooting. You gave up. That obviously the stun, what is it? 3 seconds at max range?
Yeah.
Especially when obviously no one's gonna buy Merc Treads this game, so unless she has unflinching, she's really not gonna have that much tenacity.
I mean, you say no one's gonna build Merc Treads this game, just don't look at Lulu. But
oh my god. Oh my god.
So we are going to see Rin's jumping in
fall
here.
As well, but the kill isn't going to be returned. I thought that tower should have got an auto attack off there. The Battle Lulu coming in full swing. Ori is here, but Feb is here to support his team. Support his Lulu, excuse me. They're not going to take the fight. It's going to be a second Drake for PCS. Unless Feb seems interested in this. Vince is here as well. He's finished the Rage Blade. Just have a little bit of armor as well. That little bit of added extra durability. Oh, it's a huge taunt from Cargilly. The bowler comes out as well. Vince is sitting off at 1 HP. Kasaka is the first of all. Vince is going to quickly follow. Jensen gets away on 1 HP. But Feb 14th is still here. He still has this Tristana. Diving straight on top of him. Are they going to have enough damage to finish him off? He does get the reset. And the Enchanted Crystal Arrow from spawn is going to be enough to finish off Bedomu. Turning their sights straight to Jensen next. Command Shockwave is not enough to protect him, and Feb is 8-0 at 18 minutes.
He's gone legendary in this game. His team is 3k gold behind, and he's legendary. Like
the top laner turned jungler for 1 game. Going Merc Treads as well. I meant no one on PCS is going to build Merc Treads this game. I could definitely see it for some of the ICM champions. I don't think Lulu's one of them. I think I would just go with the CDR boots, I think, but maybe that's why Kasaka's better than me at the game. Who knows?
But yeah, it's like, despite some of these really convincing fights like PSS have been starting to have with this, obviously February going legendary on the Viego, like they're still 3k gold behind because of all the plates they lost, all the CS they're down. Like it's 60 CS deficit top lane, 30 CS deficit mid lane. Yeah,
you see 2.5k gold lead for Feb, but you can see similar gold leads all over the rest of the map. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow not going to land quite this time, but pretty much everywhere else on the map is behind, and by a big chunk too, especially outside of bot lane. Shred's Battle Song maybe looking for a fight in mid lane, but not able to catch up with them. Gonna save their tier 2 on 1 HP. Just to get away with it. I don't know. I think Feb might be strong enough to take this fight, but the bowler's gonna come out. And he's gonna be completely stunned up and CC'd, and the shutdown is going to go to Arins, the last person you wanted to get that gold.
How is it he's legendary and his bonus shutdown is 3
I
gold?
saw that, yeah. The flash was up onslaught. Oh, they're diving into the way to block the Scion ult. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow gonna land on the Feb, or onto Bed, excuse me, but it's not gonna be enough. Mark, just gonna get some extra Heartsteel procs in before he fades away, and PCS gonna turn their sights to the Baron.
Say, with the entirety of the gold from Ironclad mentality gone here, they are just going to be able to pick up this Baron. They are going to look to try and find a fight here, though. But
Man, Shockwave
finds two.
On the edge of the site, on the edge of the fight. They are low in that Baron pit. Obviously, all of them reduce magic resist. But Harvey is going to jump straight on top of them. The Polymorph comes out, and he is so weak, but he's going to survive right on the edge of the fight. Lou and Kog'Maw both getting away on weak HP as well. Or he finds himself in a little bit of trouble. The flash forward from Ashe. The exhaust coming out onto Feb to try and get away with something here. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to come out, but no one's going to fall. Not a single death. Everyone gets away with their lives.
So without the Viego in these fights, they just don't have enough damage to finish people off. So they're going to be using, like, just because of how low HP they are, trying to find some sort of a siege here. Although Sion is getting absolutely burned down.
Yeah, gonna go back to neither team really looking for this anymore. The gold lead. That's 6.3k.
Yeah, that death that February 4 team had there was absolutely devastating. Not only was it giving a shot down onto Arins, but then it also means that you end up losing the Baron as a result.
Yeah, you just lose so much pressure because while Feb is you know, while he's doing all the damage, while he's playing so well, him gone means that the rest of the map is like 5-6k goal behind. Like it is an impossible deficit without Feb.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, yeah, with this Baron, they're just going to get to siege for free as trying to find a chance to go in here.
Red team's turret has been
Again, their win con is getting Viego into the middle of this fight and having him find resets, but with how far ahead the enemy team is, like, that's going to be pretty much impossible at this point. Unless they can find stray arrows onto isolated targets.
Yeah. But there's a siege war going on between mid and bot. Not necessarily the most wave clear in the game for ICM.
Say, you can see that in just like these siege minions, that they've both just been alive, they're both just battering the towers, and there's not really much they can do to get rid of them here.
Yeah. The bot tower is going to be the first one to fall, and Mark might find himself in a little bit of trouble here. Gonna let him get away with his life, but God, it's one misstep. Is all it takes for this fight to absolutely explode. The Unstoppable Onslaught's going to come in, it's going to land onto Bed only, but Junna is straight at the front of this fight, has that Jack Show procced, he is so difficult to kill. Getting nothing out of that engage, that's one of your tools down, you still got the Enchanted Crystal Arrow up, but at this range it's really not going to stun for that long. It is going to come out, and it's going to land onto absolutely nobody. They're going to turn their attention straight to the Drake.
So it did force Frostmoth to splash there just to make sure it didn't get stunned up.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, fair enough. But the second Drake of the game, not the third, for PCS. The Drake situation for ICM is definitely, you know, it's a little bit of help with trying to stall this out.
So it helps, but you're still down 2 inhibs at 24 minutes.
It's a silver lining in what is a very, very dark cloud.
Again, being down 8k gold, pretty much left every single structure on the enemy team is up, and all you've got left standing is your Nexus towers and 2 top lane towers.
Oh, I like this. I love this from Amari. Going for the Liandries. instead of the maybe the typical lower magic damage Mandate or I don't know what else. I don't even know what Ash. I think she can go Dustblade as well, but I think Leander's is definitely the play here. You do need at least like a little bit of magic damage. In general, I just don't think Ash does enough magic damage to warrant like a Force of Nature or something, but it still helps. You know, it's better than nothing. But I see I'm just gonna have to sit in their base and just continue to clear these waves. Really difficult to have any agency in this game when the map looks like this.
And again, I think... Yeah, it's just...
I've been informed by... Continue?
No, you can go.
I've been informed by an upset Ashmain that the max stun is 3.5 seconds, not 3 seconds. So, there you go. Your ADC has
Oh, he's cringe. It's fine.
has quickly corrected my mistake.
But... Yeah, this is just...
Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. I think, although I think if you can find Feb this reset, like it's definitely doable to pop off, especially if it's onto the Ori or the Trist. Din's damage slowly but surely ramping. He's getting there. The Unstoppable Onslaught gonna try and find someone out. Only catches bed. He's gonna be stunlocked for a few seconds, but he is so tanky. The Command Shockwave doing so much damage. When Chocolate Crystal Arrows does come out, it's gonna land onto bed as well, just tanking all of these huge engagements. Ebola comes out as well. Sion's gonna be the first to fall. Tristana jumping straight on top of Feb, and the Viego is going to die next. They're all gonna fall. It is a completely stomped fight for PCS. And I don't think there's any way back now.
I mean, this has to be game, surely.
Yeah, they have to end
it. If they stop hitting the inhib. Right, come on, bed. Hit the towers.
The sound of it, of the mace just whacking against the rock. But that is going to be game 1 for today. PCS continue their dominant streak of this season. And we won't have interviews because this game was pre-played.